And I guess that brings us to Rance. You ready, sir?
How's everybody today?
You?
Alrighty. We're getting our pain management program back up and running. Our two new CRNAs that have come in, we've worked with them, getting them trained and prepared, but I brought in a certified pain management, interventional pain management provider that he's coming in. He came in the end of April for a couple of days, did a pain clinic, and then a whole day of procedures. And then we're working with him. Coming back, he's working with our CRNAs, training them, and that's what he does. And so we're looking at him probably being back either next week or the following week. But we're really trying to get our pain management program back up and running, and offer a lot more procedures than we ever had before through that program. So excited about that. So that's one thing we're going to be really pushing hard for this year. Same way with our labor and delivery department. June's going to be a busy month for us. We've got quite a few deliveries scheduled, and I think I've mentioned to you before, last year we did a total of 25 deliveries there at the hospital, and we're already on the books for over 50 scheduled this year. And so that program is growing rapidly. Dr. Lick and Dr. Boson are both do labor and delivery, and so that thing's growing rapidly. We've had to add some new equipment to our list there to make sure we can handle the volume. We've added a fetal heart monitor, another one, and a second infant warmer as well, so that we can keep up with everything. But June is definitely going to be a busy month for us. Our infection prevention program, that is one thing we have really been focused on. We're going to continue to focus on that. That's going to be a big push this year. We've got quite a few projects that we're currently working on, both in the Bird City Clinic, our clinic here, and the hospital, a number of programs. One thing we're doing in Bird City is we're going to add an emergency generator to the clinic over there so that we can house vaccines over there. Currently we can't keep vaccines over there for the risk of losing electricity and then those vaccines not being able to be kept at the right temperature and us losing them. So we're hopefully this month they'll get that generator installed, and then County Health is going to start housing vaccines over there, making that a little bit more convenient than everybody having to come here for that. Another focus is getting our patients back in the clinics and seeing their providers, getting caught up on their health checks and preventative screenings. Those things have sort of been on hold through this past year with COVID and everything. A lot of patients have been reluctant to come into the clinic, but that's going to be a big push for us right now, as well as getting patients back in, seeing their providers, making sure everything's going well for them, and health-wise they're doing well.
Are we slowing down on the COVID now?
Yes, very much. Numbers, we're doing very little screening in the clinic at this point. Maybe one a day is what we're doing, but positive cases we don't have any at this point in the county. So it's looking really, knock on wood, it's looking really good right now. So we're hoping that trend continues and be able to get things back to more of a normal pace for us. CT scanner. We have a new CT scanner coming in. It will be here September the 6th. So we're replacing our CT scanner. The one we have is the life expectancy on those things are about 10 years. Ours is over 10 years old, and we're beginning to have issues with it. And so we're replacing that thing, and this new one, we will be able to do quite a few new studies that we haven't been able to do before, so we're looking forward to that as well. Our providers are excited about that coming in. And that's about all I've got for you this morning.
Does anybody have any questions? No.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good weekend.
You too.
We have Bob Ogden, is he here?
Sure.
No, wait, who? Bob?
He's not here.
Oh, he's not here. Oh, I thought you said he was.
There.
Right there.
Oh, there he is.
Hey,
We're ready for you.
How about 9:15?
Yeah, we're running ahead, so
As you know, we're building the Veterans Memorial up here over the highway. As funds, prices increase, the funds, that's kind of what it's. Two there now. Yeah, there's two extra money. You got an extra piece there somewhere. Bottom page. No? Okay. And then around the outside edges there are the squares or the benches that's behind the picture behind.
okay. So it's going to be pretty big then.
It's a 12 to 12 roof.
Okay.
Well, actually, peak is 15 by 15.
Nice looking benches.
Yeah.
And this is what the board's going to look like. Each page is board. Front one's the first page you see walk in, and there's a list of all the names. 2,200 and some.
2,200?
Wow.
So, I understand there's a alcohol tax, or tobacco and alcohol tax fund is available for county improvement. And I was wondering if I could get like 2,500 of that.
It's more for parks and recreation on that special tax, which this is an outdoor activity. So I think that it could be considered
Park and recreation.
because this is going to be up at the roadside.
Right.
And it is an outdoor activity for people. So I think that, that could be considered.
Do you have any idea what's left in that fund?
trying to think who.
So you gave 1,700 to Fresher
17,
and
I'm gonna have to do.
I told me that they had the money pretty well lined up, and then with the expenses of all COVID,
everything
Yeah.
going
going
up.
up 300% on lumber and
Yeah.
metals. And I
Cement's,
told him maybe he ought to come up and see us if we might be able to help him out.
cement's going up.
You don't have to know that today, do you?
No.
I'm thinking it was 3,500. It's either 3,500 or 3,900 in there.
That was left after the.
Yeah, but we weren't real sure on what exactly was in there.
That's the trouble with the treasurer's office that we're having. But I would be in favor of going with something like this where it's all veterans.
I agree.
Do you want to do that now?
Well, we need to know how much, what are you
I'm not
looking,
25.
25?
Let's table it till the next
Table it
meeting.
till
and
we know exactly where
we'll see
we're
what-
at money-wise.
find out what's in there.
Yeah,
If there's 25 there, I would be in favor.
Yeah, so would I.
good cost.
Want to keep them, that's fine.
When are you gonna start on this?
Well, the dirt work's up there now, we're getting it. Has been some up there all winter, but got some more up there today to finish, getting the height in, he's gonna soon we get the
And do you have the building or the covering ordered, or do you,
material.
the material is ordered?
And we got local volunteers gonna help build it.
He said 2,200 Wow.
2,200 plus.
If you need any caliche or sand, I'll give it to you out of our pond.
I think it's pretty well got all we need up there now.
Okay. I got a loader I could help you with too.
Paul O'Brien.
My Uncle Paul, my Grandpa Pete's brother.
Dale Duncan.
Mark.
He lived
Grandpa
across
Pete's
from me
brother.
when I was a kid. He used to give me pumpkins.
He's the one that was kind of the black sheep and went off to the northwest and had the crab boats and the farms and all sorts of stuff.
I can't read these.
That was Grandpa Pete's brother.
Really?
Yeah, he was in the oil and gas.
What color are you going for
in
your
the
top?
Big Bend area.
Gold? I was gonna say, I got a whole bunch of gray from my building, but
Correct.
only got,
You don't have to tell me about Rick. Now he's a home chaser.
Bob, do you need this back?
No.
I'll put it on my desk.
Oh, who knew?
Yeah, home chaser.
I have a picture of Dan in his uniform, I believe with Dad.
Was that all you had there, sir?
Pardon?
Was that it?
Yeah, that's
In
all I
there?
did, yeah.
Okay, then, we're ready for Cody. Didn't I just see him?
Yeah, he just in the hallway.
Yeah, we'll table this until the next meeting, we'll find out what's actually in there.
I'm thinking there should be enough.
Yeah, and I just
I'm almost sure there is.
can't remember.
Because it was hovering around the 4,000 or 5,000 when you were looking at it the last time.
I think it was that much? Okay. You know, like,
For some reason,
we'll
that's,
Hi, Cody.
find out what's actually in
Yeah,
there.
that's fine.
How you guys doing?
Good, and you?
Good. I have two things to talk about, and I don't care what order we talk about them. One will be unelected personnel that I'll need executive session for, and the other is the vehicle. I told you guys I was going to come back, talk to you about the vehicle. So whichever order you want to do that in, I'll need
Vehicle first.
do the vehicle first. Okay, talking to Yoast, they said they'd give me the same bid with the understanding that there might be a slight price increase. They will get the order in as soon as possible. Again, they're waiting for computer chips. Our other one that we ordered several months ago is done and built. It's just waiting for the computer chip. Again, the same rumors are abounding that, you know, it can take a year, 18 months to get a vehicle. So I just would like to order that second vehicle knowing that it may take a while to get here, but it's better to have one in queue and be at front of the line than at the rear of the line and trying to get a vehicle after they start production so much. They think there's a chance they can get that order in and get it built anyways.
Okay.
But if not, still rather be at the front of the line than the rear of the line on getting one, if that's okay with you guys.
You're
Obviously,
probably gonna be getting it at the end of the year then, or
yeah, there's
about
no,
when you were gonna get it anyway.
yeah. So that, I think we'll just have to watch, and I'll work with the new treasurer and Scott when it comes in, so we get it in the right financial year, the right stuff like that. We'll just have to keep tabs on that and watch that closely. So with your permission, I'd like to do that, so.
I'm good with it.
So, okay. Okay. The other part of the vehicle is, we had that Expedition that we bought from the city, to use as a spare. We had barely used it. We didn't hardly do anything with it. So I sold it as a law enforcement vehicle to another law enforcement agency set up, because you strip all the stuff off of it, it's not worth anything. Obviously, 'cause it's a 16, 18-year-old vehicle. The police equipment was worth more than the vehicle. I used drug money to buy it, so that money, which allows it, which I went and talked to Willie, so it wasn't like I just ran out and did it, but allowed me to make the decision, and the money will go back into the drug fund, which we will use to equip the new vehicle. But it was taking up room in the building. We're having to charge the battery all the time. We were never using it. There was another law enforcement agency that had a use for it, so I got rid of it.
I think that's good that you're helping the other county anyway.
Yeah, but like I said, we had a vehicle sitting outside because we're out of room. When we built that building, that building was built based off of what we had and what we projected we'd have, and we had no clue that we were going to be doing the city of St. Francis too, which, you know, increased our size of our fleet and everything as well. So we had stuff sitting outside that we shouldn't have had sitting outside, and I'm like, and this thing isn't even being, you know, we've hardly used it. So
I think that goes with any building you build, it's
Yeah.
always too small.
yeah. So that's it for the vehicles. I'd like to ask you guys for executive session to discuss non-elected
How
personnel.
long are you wanting?
I think we can get it done in 10 minutes.
Motion for 10 minutes of executive session.
I make a motion that we have 10 minutes of executive session, non-elected personnel. So,
Second.
Been first and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
I'm gonna touch this up.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to come down to